Boys and girls, welcome back to the 44th annual, if you will, meeting of the Chicago TI User Group. The Chicago TI User Group started on this date in 1980. We've come a long way, baby. We've done a lot of things over the years. This will be our 42nd annual Chicago TI International World Fair this year. We have planned, thanks to John Benke, to have a much expanded show this year. And you're going to have to come and you're going to have to see it in person if you really want to experience the whole thing. But as for today, we have a pretty good show. We have a number of different presenters. Unfortunately, our president, Vic Stirrup, is not here today. He's off in the wilds of Maine. He and his wife are camping. Normally, he brings a lot of stuff and shows us a lot of things from his collection. Today, we have some different things to show you, and we have a different setup. In fact, we're even in a different location. We're sitting around my dining room table. So, at any rate, without further ado, let me run around the room here and show you everybody that's here.
Well, no,
Or
not
maybe
show.
not show, at least everybody can say hi. To my right is John Benke.
Hello, everybody.
To my left is John's brother David.
Hello.
Across the table from me is Kyle.
Howdy.
And kitty corner from me is Jim Mazurk.
Good afternoon.
And I'm here as well, Hal Shanfield. So, who is our first presenter this evening?
You.
Me?
You're going to talk for the next 5 minutes. You're supposed to talk about the fair.
Oh, I'm supposed to talk about the fair. Okay. Well, the fair is coming up shortly. It's coming up on the 26th of October, right here in beautiful downtown Evanston. And we are going to have a dinner on the Friday night at a location to be announced much closer to the date. We also are going to have the banquet after the fair at a location again, which will be announced at the fair. And then we'll have the infamous pub crawl after the banquet. And there'll even be a gathering of the survivors on the Sunday morning for breakfast, if there are any survivors, of course. The infamous pub crawl is not quite as bad as it used to be. It used to go till about 4 o'clock in the morning. These days, it usually peters out about midnight or so. At any rate, there are probably more survivors these days than there used to be. The fair has a lot of new things to talk about. John has been very, very busy creating things, creating banners, creating boxes. When you join with TI User Group, we have a special presentation for you. We have some mementos housed in a very special box.
Let me talk about it.
Yeah, let's have John talk about it a little bit.
As usual, everything that we receive is considered a donation. And as such, the donations are used to run the club. Hal claims that the suggested donation for the membership donation for joining the club is $21, and that's up from when was it last raised?
It was last raised in 1980, I believe.
1980. So yeah, it has not been hasn't changed. But as a token of our appreciation, we have a little gift box for those who donate and join the club. It includes 1 bottle of purified water. Okay, and a little box, and inside the little box is a refrigerator magnet with a random TI logo on there or game. We have a keychain, a TI keychain with some TI game graphics on there. We have a wet towelette, because we want to keep everybody clean and fresh. We have 2 scratch-off tickets, which you can win prizes at the prize table. We're going to have a prize table manned by 2 wonderful women who are going to take your membership information. Then, of course, for those who are hungry, we got the cranberry almond cashew trail mix. Okay, and this is not expired, mind you. I made sure I got fresh. We got some jelly beans, and last but not least, for the famous pub crawl, whether you take it or not, we have the Alka-Seltzer hangover relief medication in here. And so that is the little box. Now, there's even more in this box, okay? For those who donate at least $21, we have 2 large refrigerator magnets, the TI console, and a game. We have a pen with the fair logo on there. We've got a copy of the most recent newsletter in print, and we have a brand new game, collector's edition of something called Super Wampus. And it's all kinds of stuff in there that will be demoed at the fair. And all this stuff is in this little goodie box, and as a token of our appreciation for helping us keep the club going. So, okay.
Thank you, John. And all of that, I might add, is something that's been created by John Beatty. And John, have we got just a second to show the box itself in front of the camera there, if you can? It has a certain,
Would you buy, I mean, would you,
yes, a
would
certain
you consume
logo on there
items in there?
that may or may not help you get through the line faster at the airport if you're flying in. On the other hand, it may help you get to the second
help
flight,
you-
your second choice.
It's a little comical sticker.
help
It comes
you
off
meet
if you're
new
going to fly,
people.
but
It may help you meet new people at the airport.
That's right.
while
You
you
may,
travel.
Yeah,
you
we
may,
have-
may make some new friends.
we have biohazard stickers. We have some with radiation hazards. We've got all kinds of different stuff in there. But it's all in the name of having a little bit of fun.
Yeah. And humor with the TSA is like humor at a feminist bookstore. It doesn't really exist. But let's hope you can get through the lines without any major problems. So
Next
we
up.
have some demos today. We have.
Next on the agenda is the icebreaker trivia. Very short.
Oh, okay. We have.
So we got, and
we have
everybody here is going to play. We're going to do it differently than last time. Last time we went one person to another. It was a Vic versus Hal. What we're going to do here is I'm going to read the question. There's only 10 questions because we're going to go pretty quick here. And anybody who knows the answer, raise their hand. If you want to guess, raise your hand. But if you don't know, you know, whatever. So anyhow, let's start this right now. This is just a little bit of fun. Now, if you're at home, you can answer along by typing in the answer in the YouTube. I don't know who's monitoring it here, but I'll put this in the next newsletter like I usually do in case you want to have fun with it, okay? Okay, on to the first question. Here we go. On November 12th, the first annual TI Fair, called Chicago TI Computer Software Fair, was held in the Fireside Lounge of the Triton College Center in River Grove, Illinois. The fair took place 2 weeks after Texas Instruments announced it was dropping its home computer line, an event that became known as Black Friday to all TI 99ers. Despite little local advertising, an estimated 1,000 people came to the fair, causing some vendors to run out of product in the first hour. What year was the first TI Fair? Was it 1980, 1985, 1983, or 1987? Anybody? Hal?
1983.
1983 would be correct. Hal gets 1 point. 1983. Okay. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, TI was a pioneer in speech synthesis because of its Texas Instruments speech chips, which were used in its Speak and Spell toys. Everybody remembers those. I think we still have them. A plug-in speech synthesizer module was available for the TI. Speech synthesizers were offered free with the purchase of a number of cartridges that were used by video games such as Alpiner and Parsec. Alpiner's speech included male and female voices and can be sarcastic when a player makes a bad move. The synthesizer uses a variant of linear protective coding and has a small built-in vocabulary. The original intent was to release small cartridges that plug directly into the speech synthesizer to increase the device's vocabulary. Everybody remember that little door that opens up? And everybody, what's this door for? Well, that's what it was for. You're supposed to be able to buy more words that it can talk. Now here's the question. What caused TI to cancel cartridges? Why did TI cancel this? TI discontinued the TI-99 4A before they could be released. B, TI felt that the price they would need to charge to make a profit was too high. C, There proved to be a defect in the speech synthesizer that would freeze the TI if they were used. Or D, the success of software text-to-speech in the Terminal Emulator 2 cartridge canceled the plan. David, he was a little bit before you come. D, yes. How did you know
I
that?
just guessed. I really didn't know.
Okay, David gets a point. Okay, that's the end of the long questions. We got quicker ones
And
now.
that basically is the feature killer of good enough.
Good enough. Okay, here we go. Question number 3. The TMS 9918 is a video display controller, VDC, manufactured by Texas Instruments. In manuals referenced as a video display processor, VDP, and it was introduced in 1979. The TMS 9918 was used in the TI 994A for the video. Okay. What other system used the TMS 9918 or variant?
I will say.
I didn't give you the choices.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead if you know. No, you buzzed in.
No, go ahead.
Okay, was it A, the ColecoVision, B, the Atari 400/800, C, the Apple III, or D, the VIC-20?
So
Jim!
The ColecoVision.
ColecoVision is correct. And I'm understood that, didn't they port some stuff or,
Well, the ColecoVision, I think, is Z80 based, so direct ports were not easily possible, but probably some of the digital assets certainly could be.
Very good. Okay, so far we got a 3-way tie. Kyle's in last. Kyle, you should feel shame.
Could have just raised my hand.
You feel great shame?
I do.
Okay. In April 1983, TI began offering the expansion box for free if you bought 3 items. Which was not one of the 3 items? Okay. Which one of these didn't count? Was it A, the RS-232 card, B, a disk controller card, C, the extended basic module, or D, 32K memory expansion card? Which was not one of the ones that you needed to buy to get a free expansion box? Kyle?
I'm not sure, but I'm going to go with the RS-232.
Wrong. David?
Extended basic?
Yes.
They want you to buy more cartridges.
They wanted you to buy
More
stuff to put
cards
in
for
the
people.
box.
Yeah.
In the box. But that, I put that in there because I figured it was a good guess. So,
Yeah.
okay, David's you got 2, right? David's in the lead.
And I
Okay.
didn't know.
You guessed
either
both of them.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
My lucky day.
Okay, introduced in January 1982, the peripheral expansion box included a disk controller card, 1 single-sided, single-density floppy drive, an RS-232 interface card, and a 32K memory expansion card. At that time, in 1982, all those were included in the expansion box. How much did this cost? Was it... Oh, you want me to
Go
read?
ahead, read the choices.
Oh, okay.
I know,
If
we're
you
all
know-
jumping the gun.
A, $5.99, B, $9.99, C, $7.99 after rebate, or D, $1,475.00. Anybody?
It was D.
Hell.
It was D with the monitor.
D is correct. $1,475.
Yeah.
Exactly what you pay for one today, right?
And that's,
Okay, you got a tie here.
That's the 1980s money too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
Oh yeah, those days.
Yeah, that was a lot of money.
Yeah. Even anything from TI, TI Writer was $179.
We've got 4 more questions left, and we have a tie between David and Hal. Okay, next question. What Scott Adams game begins with the phrase, "I'm lying in a large brass bed," followed by, "I see I've been put to bed. It's afternoon, and I see I've overslept"? Was this A, Voodoo Castle? Was this B, Mystery Funhouse? Was this C, Zork? Or was this D, The Count? Anybody? Jim?
D, the count.
Yes. And how would you know that?
Because I logged a lot of time playing both the count and Voodoo Castle back in the day.
Very good, Jim.
I was gonna guess the count because I started playing that.
So we have a 3-way tie, and how many points does Kyle have?
None.
No. Sorry, Kyle. Okay, here we go. What does the acronym TOD stand for in the TI world? What does TOD stand for in the TI world? Is it Texas Instruments Optical Drive? Is it TI Offline Directory? Is it C, Transfer Diskette? Or D, Tunnels of Doom? Hell,
Tunnels of Doom.
yes. I thought everybody would have
I
knew
knew that one too.
You
That's the
were
only
too
one I
slow.
knew though thus far.
Too
That was the only
slow,
one you knew,
too
but you,
slow.
well, hell's only by one. You have one more chance.
It's hot competition here.
Well, here we go. This is number 9. What does each of the following mean? So this is a multiple part one here, okay? A. What does lowercase m, uppercase b mean? MB, lowercase m, uppercase b. What does that mean?
Megabyte?
Megabyte?
Megabyte, very good. You gotta raise your hand.
Oh, sorry.
I thought more were coming in one question.
We need push buttons.
Okay. What does uppercase m, lowercase b mean? Well, actually, to tell you the truth, actually A was wrong. Does anybody want to guess what lowercase m, uppercase b really means?
Yeah, but I thought you said it was close.
Do we get multiple choice?
No, not in this one. You should know, Jim.
I should, but
What is less than megabyte?
Millibyte?
what's less than megabyte? Kilobyte?
Millibar?
Okay, you guys are just losers.
I'm not listening to the question. that's the
Lowercase
problem.
lowercase m, uppercase b stands for megabit.
Megabit.
One
Oh,
byte.
So I was not actually listening to your question. is the
Oh
problem,
yeah,
because I
okay,
was-
okay. There we go. Jim wasn't listening to me.
I was paying attention to the chat to see if anyone was in there.
Did they get MB or is anybody in
No,
there?
there is somebody there, Dickie Greenleaf.
Okay. Okay, uppercase M, lowercase b.
That's me. I'm Dickie Greenleaf.
Oh, you're Dickie Green. So ask some stupid questions. He wouldn't know.
Wait, oh, sorry.
What does MB mean? Uppercase M, lowercase b. Same initials reversed.
Kyle raises
It's megabyte then.
Megabyte. There you go. Now you got it. There you go. Okay, here we go. What does KB mean?
Kilobyte.
Kilobyte. Okay. Why does this say MB capital? Nothing. Okay, what's GB?
Gigabyte.
TB.
Terabyte.
You know, you're in the league now.
Very TI related.
Okay. Last question. When was the Chicago TI user group formed? Easy,
You
because...
already gave the answer.
Well, hell, what is it?
44 years ago today, practically.
1980. Happy 44th birthday this month. The TI, Chicago TI users group. And that concludes Icebreaker Trivia with the winner, Kyle, who came in from behind. Good. Congratulations. You get a Dunkin' Donuts Munchkin. Help yourself.
Yep. Or one of the other ones.
Yeah.
One of these, if you'd like.
Let's see what's on.
Mariano's.
Okay, next on the agenda is going to be the first demo from Dave, demo/review. So David's on.
I'm gonna try one of these if I may.
Shouldn't you preface that nobody's ever gonna use this or play it before, like you said?
Oh no, I use it every day. I keep my stocks and bonds and everything. I hear Donald Trump uses it.
And Steve Forbes.
Steve Forbes
Yeah.
definitely uses it. You're on, Dave.
All right, everybody, we're gonna be doing. Could you show the camera? We're gonna be doing a demo of personal record keeping. I know you all use this on your daily
Every day.
basis. Yes, yes. Let me get to this screen here. Now, before I go into, I'm just gonna do a little demo of what you could use it for a couple different things. Not too many things, but you could. The things that you could use this for, which is kind of funny, according to the guide, is you could put your bowling league scores. Everyone who does bowling, you can put your scores. You can
What's bowling, Dave?
if you don't know, payroll worksheet.
Is there an application for that?
Yes, there is. Payroll worksheet if you want to do payroll.
Oh damn! I ate all the chocolates.
Teacher's
Yeah,
grade
hold
book,
on.
and that's what we're going to be covering today. Teacher's grade book, stock
Some-
accounts,
At least
something,
adjacent chocolate.
household inventory. I don't know why you would do that. Oh, to put your household serial numbers, purchase price, appreciation. I don't know, that's weird. But anyway, what we're gonna be demoing today is the teacher's grade book. We're gonna pretend that I'm a teacher and I've got students and I'm gonna be putting their scores in here. So, do you have a question?
Oh, just real quick. Joe Cerna said, "I'm here, but don't know this stuff. I'm a passive observer, but happy to be here."
Oh,
Welcome.
Welcome, Joe.
welcome. Uh-oh, froze on me.
Uh-oh.
What in hot hell's going on here?
White screen. Try it again. Maybe you got a blow in the cartridge.
I got crap. This stuff.
It's a real
There we go.
it's a
See,
real
blowing on the
TI
cartridge.
demo then, if it doesn't work the first time.
There we go. Look at those graphics.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend it's 1979 and I am a teacher.
How old were you in 79?
I was 5.
5, okay. 5-year-old teacher.
Don't ask me.
All right, we're gonna load a file in a little bit, but this time we're gonna just create a file. We're gonna just call it grade book. All right, now it's gonna ask you what's the first item of the chart. So of course you're gonna do name, and those are going to be characters for a name. Max, I think, is 15 on this.
It looks like the camera's having a good time with the screen updates.
Oh, I bet. Next,
Sometimes with the CRT, if you move it an inch or so, it's better. But
yeah,
Or,
next
or
is
do it from a
exam
slight
1.
angle.
yeah,
That, of course, is
try
going
that.
to be integers.
That way you can see more of how. Or worse.
I need to get a flat screen eventually. I should have brought mine.
Well, I mean, that's what the TriViewer is for. But
Well,
Vic's down here.
I know, but
it looked okay.
which is why I don't think we need to do anything special at the moment, but maybe
Okay.
in the future.
All
So
right.
interrupt David Simmel.
I think we're just gonna have to live with it.
All right. So we did name first,
The raster's gonna just cause it to blink.
exam 1, exam 2, and then lastly we're gonna do the average. What you're gonna calculate is the average. What's the basic average for the students' exams? Because they did two exams. So of course the average.
Turn off autofocus.
So, 81.
Oh crap! How do you go back?
Problem is, they don't give you a lot of controls and they give you a lot of nonsensical icons.
Sorry, I gotta start over really quick.
eat the decky, yeah.
It's alright, you guys are testing it anyway.
I have no idea what any of that is.
I think the magic touch with the blue dot, maybe.
I don't think that's helping. I think that is doing noise reduction because it looks a little sharper.
Alright, so exam. That's supposed to be exam 1, but that's alright.
Do you want to try it without the overhead light on, just in case we have multiple light sources from like the window and reflection on the mirror causing problems?
I can turn the lights off here.
Try it real quick and
Okay,
see if it stops blinking at least.
is that better?
Looks okay, but it's still blinking, so you can have it on or off. It doesn't really matter. I think it's a little,
I can't very well turn off the taillight.
yes. What, you don't have like a ton of garbage bags you can tape to the window?
I thought there might be a.
We apologize for the quality of the video. Our standard equipment is not here today, so we're making do.
So,
Alright, so thus far we have name, exam 1, it's supposed to say exam 2, and then average. Is that correct? Yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to change. Oop, wrong one.
error.
Alright, so we are going to display. Oh, wait, add pages, I'm sorry. So we'll
Yeah, I
just
think whenever the
say-
brightness level changes or the raster
Yeah.
adjusts, it's just gonna blink. There's not much we can do about it.
John Adams got a 78 and an 89. We don't know the average. Back. And we're gonna add another page.
Does that help at all?
It's all screen's all flashing.
Can't help it.
No, we can do nothing about it.
John, you failed this exam,
Yeah, flunked out of school.
and then you got a 99. All right, so
Not good enough.
Cheated.
To the principal's office with you.
Yeah, sorry. I feel
We
great
expect
shame.
perfection here.
Great shame. Great shame.
all right, so
Either that or, when it comes to parent-teacher conference night, you'll get the, not living up to his,
There's potential.
yes.
Well, the effort's there, but it's just not.
all right, so can you imagine if you were a teacher?
And remember, this will be added to your personal record.
Yeah.
Your
Permanent record.
permanent file, they used to call it.
Yes.
Your permanent record.
You don't want it to go on your permanent record now, do you?
No.
Don't worry, the cassette tape will fail eventually, or the floppy disk that it's stored on.
So if you were a teacher back then, of course you'd have to be entering every student in here, but I'm only doing 2 people. So now you have to do a calculation to see, basically, to calculate your average of the 2 exams. And you'll see that in a second. So we're gonna do number 2.
Can I do that with a piece of paper and a pencil?
Yeah. So what's average, right? B plus C. So what items is or what's A? So we're gonna say the average we're trying to calculate. B constant, no. A equals B plus C. What's B? B would be, of course, 2. C would be 3. Oop. So average equals exam 1 plus exam 2. Is that correct? Yes. So lastly, I have to look at this because I have no idea how this works. Ooh, is that me? All
Thanks
right.
for radio.
Yeah, I'll say. All right, so next up we're going to divide the 2. I know everybody cannot wait for this answer, and you're going to read the results here. Okay, so we're going to do 4. Now, that item is B. 4.
Joe Cerna said, "I've never had a permanent file impact my life. Not that I was a bad kid."
That's a good one.
It's like it's been 33,812 days since I've used algebra.
I know. Alright, so that's correct. So, honestly, you could do so much. Is it correct? Yes, it's correct. So I have no idea what all this other weird stuff is. I mean, I basically did just A equals B plus C, but you could do all this, like constant integers, pi, I don't know. You'd have to be a real nerd to
That way you can grade on a bell curve and,
Well,
make the smart people seem even smarter and make the dumb people
trigonometry, you
go
need
see
the
burgers.
tan and the sine, the cosine and all that. But yeah, if you're not doing trigonometry,
yeah, that's just too.
yeah.
So now that we program those calculations and we're going to do the transformations, it's an update. Please stand by. Nice pink, if you can make that out. Alright, so now this is the final, this is what you get. So page 1, it's John Adams. He's got a 78, 89. His average is 84. We only programmed 2 people in here. John, your average is 83. Not bad.
83?
Yeah.
What class is this?
It's computer science 101.
Oh, I did better than 83.
No, it's not overnight.
So that's basically how you program. Of course, if you had more, you do 3, 4. But I pre-programmed so you could see what a real teacher's grade book would look like. I know you guys are all wetting your pants waiting for this. So we're gonna load the under the cassette what I've already. You know, with the lights out, I can swear you guys are about to fall asleep.
You wouldn't be too wrong.
Hey, I've got a steady supply of coffee here.
I've got the next demonstration. Grass growing in an open field.
Snoring off camera.
Do we want the lights back on?
Oh, this is good. I like this.
Doesn't matter. Alright, so we're gonna load. Press rewind. I've already rewound. Press play. And we wait.
Now, is this the same software Ferris Bueller used to change people's grades?
Bueller. Save Ferris. That's a good movie.
I actually knew a kid in
Oh,
high
the
school.
lovely
that was
sound
able
of the
to
cassette
hack it.
access. So the question, but the big question is this like the Atari computers, that there really is not an audio link, this is actually just RF noise that we're hearing over
Yeah,
the
they
TV
just do it
speaker?
like,
Oh, that wasn't too bad.
oh, that was quick. They
Yeah.
loaded all 4 numbers.
Alright, so this is what you get grade book.
No, it says grade book, BK. Doesn't say book.
Grade black,
Yeah, grade black.
grade
Grade black.
back.
Book.
Alright, so we're going to, a couple things I wanted to show you here. We're going to display the pages here.
Could you print
Yeah, you could. If you had a printer.
it?
Do we need a printer? Because I've got one in the basement.
He's looking for a thermal one. It's worth like 12 grand.
Alright, we're going to search. Wait, what's search? Is it the F7? Oh, wait, back.
You're supposed to be telling us.
Aid. Is aid 7? Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So say we want to search by name. Say you can't. I'm your professor. You came to me. Like, oh, let's see. So here's some of the names I programmed in. Let's see if you guys can know any of these people.
You take care.
I don't know if Lawrence Welk is spelled right, but
Bye.
Well, Joe Cerna says 83 would be his average if you exclude PE, where he got 100. So let's see if you're accurate.
Joe, where you from, Joe?
Who's Brenda Jenkins?
She's from 227, that TV show.
Oh,
Is that Leroy Jenkins?
No, we got Fannie Mae, Yoko Ono, Lawrence Welk.
I know Hyacinth Bouquet.
Yeah.
Annie Duke. Hyacinth. Oh, God.
Franklin
It's-
Pierce. You guys.
This
all
is
know.
Bucket. It's not Bucket. It's
It's
Bouquet.
Bouquet.
Bucket. Where's the Bucket woman?
We got a couple presidents on there too.
Dead presidents?
Pierce and Coolidge.
Coolidge.
Good teacher having so many kids become president.
Oh,
What else did I want to say? Okay, you could of course search. You could. Oh, that's not what I wanted. If you go directly to that person that you know, Johnny Carson, you could see his average.
Johnny Carson got bad grades. Look at that.
Got a 66. Oh, that was
Yeah, he was out partying that night.
That's a B minus.
We got a 33. Holy cow.
Joe said he's in El Paso and he knows
El
Dickie G.
Paso. All right. Way to go.
Macaulay Culkin is not going to pass. Patty Duke, she's 78.
Patty Duke.
Oh wait, that's not what I did.
Hey, Dave, are you almost finished?
Yeah, I have one more thing to
Okay.
show.
Well, you got 45 more minutes to go, so you better.
Got an hour and a half to fill.
Stretch it out there.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, analyze pages. This is what we do. We're going to analyze all pages. This is where you could put your people in alphabetical order. You could reorder the file. See linear fit. I have no idea what that means, but we could look at it in a second. But this is what I want to show you. You can see the item
What, a
statistics.
pink donut?
Say this is for the whole class. We wanted to see what our students in that class received. Say computer science 101. We're going to. This is what you could know. This is the class at statistics. So the average mean average is 82%, which isn't bad. Max value, of course, somebody got 100 minimum. 50 was the lowest. I think that was Macaulay, wasn't it? Culkin.
Yeah.
That sum is just adds up all the things, data, and blah blah blah. But anyway, the whole class of computer science is 82%. And I think that's
That's a C, isn't it? C plus maybe?
I think that's a B.
90 would be a B.
82 is not a B.
I thought 80 to 90 was B and 90
But you're going to like a
was
short
Well-
bus school, but that's
was
what
A.
Well, I mean, you could always grade on a bell curve, and that way most of your students have mediocre grades, and a
Yeah.
handful will be
When I took-
exceptional, and a handful will be serving burgers after.
When I took physics in high school, they did a bell curve, and passing was 32%.
That was
And
rather.
it was a very tough course.
All right, so if anybody knows what the hell this is, I'll give you a gold star because I have
What am I
no
looking
idea.
at?
But you could do that too. You could do a linear fit for all the real nerds that would know what that is.
Most people don't, so just use a lot of big words, and they'll think that you're very intelligent.
Yeah.
Make them up too. Like this can.
Standard error is 5.6. Is that,
Very
is that what I
exact.
read there?
Very exact.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And like I said, you could, you know, if you have a bowling league, be sure to go out and purchase this. You could also purchase the cassette recorder. Make sure you could put your bowling league scores on here. I know you guys are going to want to do that.
40 years ago, there was a woman up in Minnesota who ran a complete bowling league, and I sent her all the cassette tapes that we had from the group, and she ran the complete bowling league on her TI.
she?
And
She still does.
well, no, actually, she was forced by her league to buy an IBM. I think it was a 286 in those days. They couldn't hack her computer, so I used to talk to her on the telephone. Very nice lady, and she bought a bunch of other cassettes from us when I was the cassette librarian back about 1984, something like that. But there was also a chain of motels, not perhaps the top end motels, out in California. I think it was eight motels that the guy
We'll
owned.
leave the porch light on for you or something.
The
No,
no-tell.
no, it wasn't even that.
The
That good. It
no-tell
was
motel.
more like the no-tell motel. But he ran his 8 motels on his TI, and
See, so there is purpose for personal records.
oh yeah, it was a perfectly fine. Back in the day, it was a perfectly fine program to use to keep track of this. In fact, we had there's a past Commodore of my my club whose wife used her TI as a teacher to keep track of exactly what you had just done there, what you showed us, and that was fine. It was she did it for several years that way, and she had no problems with it. The only problem that she had was with her printer. I remember she used to complain about her printer. It was a dot matrix printer.
Star
Not
Gemini.
a dot matrix. What was the kind with the little wheels?
Daisy wheel.
Daisy wheel. That's it. Her
That's
daisy wheel
expensive.
printer would every now and then break a piece off, and as a result, there would be gaps in her record keeping. But other than that, she was perfectly happy with the TI.
Yeah, yeah. I actually did on the other side. I didn't bring it, but I have another cassette. But I did an address, like a phone book you could do with name, address. I was just bored one day, so I was putting everybody's name, address, which is kind of cool. I mean,
Yeah.
with technology nowadays, I could see it was much more useful then than it is now, because you know it's like
Yeah, because these days it's been supplanted, but at the time it was cutting edge. It was gee whiz technology, and we were pretty excited about it. And we kept, at one point, they kept the membership of this group, which was, finally got too big, it exceeded the limits of the program. And, there were over 700 members in this group once upon a time. And, but they were doing it using that, cassette, or that cartridge. And, then they went to a different, when they started coming out with things like Futura Base and some of those, they went, the membership director then used a different program which could be expanded on disk. And yeah, that worked perfectly well back in the day.
Well, it's good to know that there's a limit, because I don't think they tell you that in here. Huh.
Well, I think that was the problem that, I think his name was Oscar Brentano, became the treasurer. I think he was the membership chairman at one point. And he told me it just got a little hard to do it on that. And then he could, he went to, I've even got the thing upstairs still. I think it was, I think it was Futura Base that he used. There were 4 programs, 4 like that, one right after another. And he went to something else that was disc-based
slot,
as
you know,
opposed to
like,
cassette-based.
That's
And I think
You're
that
in
was
a
the problem,
speaking slot,
maybe the
you know.
cassette.
You have anything to say?
No.
was so awful.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
could
know.
be, yeah.
But at any rate, it scrolled across the bottom and everything else. I mean, it was
Got
a pretty
anything,
good
Kyle?
program.
Any games? Anything?
First game I ever bought.
Something interesting? Very good. Okay. Finish up, Dave, so we can.
Oh, okay. So lastly, just say you wanna, if you can sort by average, so you know who had the worst average. Just say it was 50, but you know it's 16. No, person is 16, and then you search 16. You can bring up the name. Anyway, but that's pretty much personal record keeping. It came out in 1979. Thank you, Hal, for the additional usage since you used it.
If anybody
back then.
still uses this, please let us know. I'm dying to hear who's using this.
Yeah, please do. I'm the only weirdo that uses it.
Is there any other things you want to demo, Dave, that nobody uses?
No, that's about
Hey,
it.
listen, for people that are just getting back into the TI, or people who are just getting into the TI for the very first time, there's an awful lot of that's perfectly useful, perfectly valid. Sure, there are faster, better, and especially more expensive things to use.
And
However-
more terrible.
Yeah, but it works. I mean, if that's what you need, it works.
Thank you, Dave.
Like if you didn't feel like you needed a kick in the groin, you could do this on Excel.
Speech!
And
Speech! There you go.
yeah, actually, the without the,
That'll be it.
Down.
I see what you mean about being on the edge.
Amazon.com or Walmart or Target,
Oh,
probably
also,
eBay.
Here's a 99er magazine I brought.
There we
Home
go.
computer.
Yeah, this one's kind of cool because it has
Any interesting articles in it or software?
a
Type in
list of
examples.
all the software that came out. I don't even know half of these. It's pretty cool. If anybody wants
Maybe
to
if you
borrow
could
Yeah,
find
one.
let me
those.
take a peek at
You
it.
could
I
find
prob-
those
I may
David
have
demo.
some of these, but
The David Crowd.
there's a list of all of the TI software that was being kept at one point by senior moment again here. I'll be 80 in a week or so.
Just make a name
When's your birthday?
October the 8th.
up. All right.
Oh, mine's next.
If I make it, you know.
I'm gonna be 50 next week. On the
So's
20th.
Hal.
No, in high school, I had a buddy who had exactly the same birth date, and I also had a secretary in Europe who had the same birthday. We would celebrate every year. Not like the way you're thinking, John. She was married.
So,
October what?
So her husband was bigger than I was. So
okay, well, never
Anyway.
mind.
we
We got that.
if if you go to a party with more
That's
than
what your
22
family will be
people in
like
the
if you
room,
acquire a
chances are better
TI-99
than
for a.
50-50.
Yeah.
that one person in the room will have exactly the same birthday.
Really?
Except in 2024, the chick here, this would be a dude.
I saw that on the internet, so it must be true.
No.
Okay, who's up? Kyle's up? Kyle, what do you got for us, Kyle?
I'll go. I saw my name on the list.
Dave, I'm gonna switch seats with Kyle here.
Oh, you want to pick this one up?
Yeah. No, can we do that one again? Dave's gonna kill me
Take the
later in the
driver's
car.
I have an extra one of these at home if you'd like. if you're
I'd love to
interested.
study that thing. Yeah, I would.
All right, so being newer, definitely newer to the TI-99 area, I brought the first game that I ever had for my TI-99.
As long as it's not Parsec.
It is not Parsec. I picked
Okay.
something that it's easy to use. You don't have to read the manual. You don't even need controllers. It's
Can we read
just,
the manual anyway?
I guess you could, but
Just don't read it to us right
They
now.
told me it's zeros app.
What was that one Vic
Oh, it's
had? It was
much
like
more
37 pages.
I know. Some people get carried away.
Ooh, this is weird. I'm used to my beige unit. This is different.
Do we got a beige unit? Kyle can only function in the beige unit.
So I brought my first game, Hangman.
Oh, God.
Ah,
Can I get a copy of that music so I can play in the car?
Yeah, I got one for you.
It's a Milton Bradley game.
Yeah, that's what MD stood for. it turns out.
I should
So
go get zeros app, shouldn't I?
Car Wars for you, Hal. Car
Yeah, I
Wars.
forget. I sometimes forget how much stuff that Milton Bradley actually produced specifically for the TI.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
well, like I said, when I first got my TI, this was something that aside
Including,
from
including the notorious.
Hey, can we all
MDX
play this?
system.
How many players could play this?
you
all
can
this?
play up to 2 players. I set
okay.
it for 1, but I can go back to 2. I figured
Go back
one
to
of
you
them-
and David
Yeah,
play.
one and
You and David
everybody-
play.
No, we could do one and
Everybody
can
just
guess
picks
Oh,
it.
everybody
one.
just shot out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and yeah, I picked this because when I first got my TI, with no controllers, no accessories, no pad, nothing, just monitor and the unit. You can play it, get right off the ground, no instructions. It's pretty simple.
So this is the game that just got you interested in
This is
TI,
the game
huh?
that started it all.
Started it all, huh? That's right.
So, and this is something that I kind of found fun. When you look at this, you'd think less letters would be an easier game. Really not the case. The more makes it much more easy. So how many letters do you guys want?
Oh, heaven, 5.
5?
5, yeah. Let's throw caution into the wind.
Okay, who would like to take the first
Yeah.
guess?
Live on the edge, yeah.
Hal,
Hal.
Oh, it's my
Letter.
turn?
your turn.
I'm guessing a letter?
Yeah.
Well, I'll go with a big H, my favorite letter.
Now, did you spin the wheel first?
Do
Oh,
is
sorry,
there a
wrong.
wheel to spin?
Yeah, where's the wheel to spin?
Hey, this is hang on, not
The wheel portion.
not wheel
Are you going
function.
clockwise then?
Yeah,
Alright, well,
you guess.
I'm
Kyle.
gonna go with I play a little bit of Wordle. S is always a good choice. Not today.
Not today.
Since you don't lose points or anything by guessing vowels, I'm gonna guess
That's Wheel of
A.
Fortune.
That's wheel of
Hey.
fortune. This is hang
Well, I
on.
guess
You
it's
die.
hangman.
You
Yes.
die.
Hey!
There you go.
I go
Hey.
again.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, go again.
I'm going to
You want to
guess
solve it?
T like Tom.
Oh, boy. Jim, it's up to you, John.
Okay, let me think about this for a moment.
It's got an A in it.
It's got an A in it. It's 5 letters.
I suck at wheel.
Let's
of fortune.
try an F.
F?
Yeah, throw F.
Well, we're soon to be dangling.
Okay, since it looks like there's going to have to be, I'm going to guess R.
R?
Yes, R.
I was gonna guess
Okay.
R.
So you get another
Tough
one.
And we lost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
try
see.
another one.
E.
E?
Oh.
D. It wasn't beard.
Maybe it's bears.
Hal ran
Bears.
away.
Hal, pick a letter.
Hal.
H, she said.
You said H.
We already did that.
Already did H.
Pick something else.
S.
S. We
Did
already
S.
did that one.
A.
Already
Did
did.
Already did that. Keep going.
E.
Yeah, I got that one.
G.
Don't got that one.
G?
Yeah, G. No, you failed.
I got a.
Sorry.
You feel shame? You feel shame?
No.
No.
I got a feeling I know it. I'm gonna go.
Oh,
Oh.
Hangman or something?
yeah. Learn.
That's not what I thought, but I'm definitely going N now.
The thing that we are not doing today.
Oh my God. God, that was.
Thank God it wasn't a 9-letter.
You guys gonna have a blast?
Yeah. Now let's do the other two. Let's do a 9-letter.
Yeah.
Mm.
You'll see 9-letter is much
Let's
easier.
keep doing this until we have no viewers left.
All right, I'll guess E.
Want to solve it?
S.
Oh jeez. Jim.
Okay, let's try B as in ball. Guess not.
A.
A?
Yeah. The end?
Yeah.
That's weird. R. That's strange. Usually R is good. Hell.
What do you need?
Hell's better half letter.
Another letter?
Another letter. Different game.
N.
And it is.
Hey.
Okay, that's 2 N's. You want to guess?
What's the, how many letters are there?
9 letters.
9 letters. It's
What subject?
You probably
No,
they don't give it subjects.
Oh, okay, I'll give another. A G.
sure you don't want Q
No G.
or J.
How about W?
No, it's too late. You were wrong. And you don't feel shame, so the heck with it.
I'm going with an
I.
How about a Y?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. In.
Put a Y in there?
Let's try
Oh,
Y.
I
It's
know it.
weird at the end. You know it?
Yeah.
You have to solve F.
You gonna guess?
L.
Oh.
U.
In.
Z.
I still know it. Influenza?
That's what we're all going to have when we leave today.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably what we got when we were at
Okay, what do we got now?
Festival.
Parsec or what do
I brought TI invaders too.
TI Invaders, okay.
You want that?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Well, we have this that has tons of games.
Graph growing?
Or we could play soccer, indoor soccer.
Ooh.
You got any?
But Mom says never play ball in the house.
I asked Dave. I'm very curious what the difference between indoor and outdoor soccer is on the system. You know.
Put it in. Let's give it a try.
Technically, indoor soccer
It's
has
football.
walls, outdoor soccer does not, right?
Yes, you're in a gymnasium or a arena. And
Both of them are a waste of time because you could be watching hockey instead.
Stay right here. 2 for soccer. Oh.
Oh,
You got some options
localized.
here.
No, those are just
Oh,
Different
language.
languages.
Yeah, localization.
This is so lifelike.
Team name.
Uh,
Well, that's
The
you.
Wieners.
David.
you know, the wieners.
I don't need a name.
Kyle versus Dave.
Length of game in minutes.
Oh, well, 99 minutes. We want to play to the rest of till the next.
How long it actually
Yeah, so
goes
long,
before
yeah.
it crashes or
Yeah.
does something unexpected.
Yeah, absolutely.
So okay, I'm red.
Oh, God.
You're using the floor machine to clean the playfield.
Oh, I didn't mean to hit it at that.
How come you
No
turn?
do-overs.
Could you turn the announcers up?
I see.
Oh, look at that! The crowd goes wild.
Was this a game that you speech synth?
I don't know.
I don't think so because I played it in. Hey,
Oh yeah.
you
look
can
at
ring
all
fetch
that.
it.
Oh, he's going for a score.
Oh,
Oh, yes, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's for the score.
well, why isn't my guy? All right, I guess I'll just walk right up to it.
And just walk into the
Yeah,
goal.
Oh, he put in a foul.
Do I have to hit the button to catch it, maybe?
I don't know.
Whatever it is, you're not doing it.
Yeah.
You're missing an exciting game of soccer.
Oh,
Indoor soccer.
maybe it heard me screaming upstairs. It's because
You were having a religious experience?
I tipped over something and it cascaded down, and I now have what used to be a stack of something in my office. Now is a pile of something on my office floor,
Was it
And I
$20
couldn't-
bills?
and I couldn't. No,
Unfortunately, we didn't hear any new words.
good. Yes, because I uttered some words you don't hear in the Bible. But-
Such as?
well, I'm not going to say it here. I'll spell
I
it
hear
out.
an
I'll
awful
spell it
lot
out
of
for
words
you
in the
now.
Bible, so.
Oh, can't go in there.
But I found a couple of cartridges that I haven't seen in a while.
Personal record keeping? Videographs?
I saw both of those, but no. I don't have a lot of games.
Oh shoot! I didn't mean
So
to.
Hunt the Wumpus.
Not the Wampus is good.
Whoops!
I'm blaming the TI controllers. Oh, you're welcome.
You saved.
Oh wait, I got it.
Yeah, you saved it.
Alright.
So
I
maybe.
presume that's the ball with the.
Yeah.
I thought it was maybe it looked like it had a fuse. I thought it was maybe a bomb.
Yeah. That's where you aim. That's where you aim where you want it to
Oh,
go.
I see. Oh, that's how that works. Oh.
Oh, foul.
Uh-oh.
Gotta really press these buttons.
Alright.
How much more time we got? Oh, 47 more minutes.
What do I just? Oh come on! That's a cluster F. I can't see crap. All those legs in my way. I'm just gonna hope for the best of it. I could be giving it to you. See, I did it again.
Okay.
See?
This is what FIFA was based on.
Come on, knock him on his ass, Dave.
Oh, come on.
Shoot the bomb. Oh. Getting exciting. Oh, kicked it right back to him.
Yes.
You want a donut? I ate all the chocolate. I ate all the chocolates.
That's good.
They were
I
good.
figured somebody.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Why are you just apologizing? I don't want to
Because
be
I
all
should
at
have
home.
shared.
You shared.
Shared.
This game is harder than you think.
It really is.
Oh,
You got it.
what the?
You want to go back to personal record keeping?
Oh, I got it.
The hell's that? King Arthur?
The king has arrived.
King Charles?
Hello?
Oh, the phone.
Hello?
Okay.
Oh, we got it. I didn't make it up in time.
Uh-oh, it's 2 and 2.
Alright.
I think the next point will be the
Yeah,
is
next.
at the end of the game there.
Serious time now. Oh.
That great soccer chant.
What the hell's that?
Oh.
Tackle
I figured
failed.
something new out.
What is that?
He's trying to tackle him.
Tackle in soccer?
Dig it.
See?
Yeah. How did you do that tackle thing?
B button.
Yeah, how do you tackle in soccer?
Say.
You're pretty good at the goalie. Oh, no.
Ah. Double tapped.
Hey. Right through my guy.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, this game can be hard.
How do you successfully tap?
I don't know, but
Ah,
I saw you tried to tackle me.
how do you get a foul?
I went into the goal area. Oh, there it is. Good game.
Well done.
Who won?
Me.
Okay, we got 3 hours more to fill.
Well, I have some exciting stuff.
Joseph's tackle is kind of like tripping in soccer, but more aggressive.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hell, what do you got, Hell?
Well,
Somehow it's not a foul.
remember Milliken?
Yeah, that's
No.
like
Oh, wow. Then you'll be excited to see. You'll be excited to see this one. You can pull that one out.
Did you find
Actually,
his,
you don't even
did
need
you
to-
find his
you don't even
zero
need to
zap
turn it off.
cartridge?
No, you just, you know, all right,
Oh, integers.
let's put this in and are you guys ready for some real excitement?
We are. We love integers.
Now, let's see. 2 for Milliken. Integers sequence. How about that, guys? From 1982. Press any key.
I have a few Milliken
Beginning level?
games myself.
Yes. All right, beginning level, number 1. Press enter. Your name. David. Okay, David. You're up.
Press spacebar when true. It's 3
Is
is
that a
greater.
3?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be
A
a 3?
positive 3.
Does that look backwards to you, or is that, am I
A
dyslexic?
positive 3 is greater than negative 5. Yay. Positive 9's greater than negative 8.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oops.
Wah, wah. Operator error.
I'm not as good at this. Pressing. as I
Study
used to
the
be.
answer.
I'm an old guy. Give me a break.
I hope these get harder.
Minus
That's
2
what
is
I say.
there, then press spacebar when it's true. And what are you supposed to do when it's false?
Nothing. Nothing. Well,
False.
yeah, whichever is greater.
Study the answer. We have to study the answer too. Press enter.
Because you will be greater.
All right, this has been very exciting, as you can tell. Now we have one more, something else here. I'll turn this off.
Can't you go to a higher level? That's something more difficult.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we could, all right, let's see.
Does the highest level give 2 complex number
Yeah,
equations on either side?
Pow. Did you see that? Talk about excitement. Did you see the, wait a minute. How do we get the,
Option 9?
did you see
Oh,
the
yeah.
firecracker up there? I don't know. Well, anyway, I think,
Wait. Ooh.
oh, you got a worm with a hat.
Yeah, try. Oh, you can't go back.
No, there's
You
no,
may only go forward.
well, this is probably, when you were in the 4th grade, this would probably be really, really, really exciting.
Yeah.
Back when I was in the 4th grade, they didn't have computers. We barely had, we had pieces of slate and I think chalk to write on. And so, let's see, function, see if I remember what's function quick, function plus? Yes. Sometimes you forget this stuff, we haven't used it for years. How about this one, guys? I've got 300 cassettes of cartridges up there.
Ooh.
About
Yeah.
250 of them are on the floor right now.
He has all the solid state software.
Yeah.
Is TI like the brand their cartridges
And
as.
this is going to be exciting. Another Milliken.
This time.
Measurement formula sequence.
Oh damn.
Boy,
Put a
Gain
higher
level?
level. No, something high. Well,
something 5. You want to
Yeah.
go? Oh, you want to live on the edge. Huh?
Joe says, did you say stone and chisel?
Your name. Well, let's see. This time is Jim.
oh hell, we should have
I am the
done one.
perimeter. You think this is?
We should have did one.
And in centimeters too. Make a little. Okay, 17 times 17. Oh no, I guess just times.
It's perimeter,
times
so
4,
it's
yeah.
times 4.
Yeah. All right. So, any guesses? 108. That sound about right?
That's
Ah.
only two numbers.
Okay, so it's times.
No, it's asking 4 times what number?
4
So
times
it's
17.
17.
Is that what they're
Yeah.
asking
Mhm.
for? 17. Let's. Oh, we got the little green man with the flowers in his hair. All right.
Now, you're supposed to say how you came up with that answer.
Enter the
Show your
correct
work.
number.
4 times S.
19, I
19.
presume.
Yeah, I
Is this? Oh my God! There's a pumpkin.
I think it's an apple,
Is that
apple
an
with
apple
and a
sprouting
worm
something? With a
sprouting from it.
worm. Apple with a worm. That's kind of counter.
An apple with a face and a worm.
Oh my God.
Strange
8?
infestation.
I mean, do we just keep guessing the number that's
Yeah,
on
I-
the?
I think it's trying to hammer
That's number
home
5.
how to figure out
Okay.
what the perimeter of any quadrilateral
Something
is.
tells me this is not the same as Plato, perhaps. Okay. Well, there we go, guys. I'm kind of. Maybe we. Tell you what. Let's do this.
Or I should say, no,
Let's
quadrilateral, but a
let's
metric
start
square.
over.
Do the
This
higher
is pretty hefty stuff. So let's actually start at the beginning and see what 1 is like. Probably this is 1. Your name. Okay. This will be Kyle.
And of course, John is giving his commentary.
Oh, sorry.
Oh dear God.
I slept 3 hours last night. I'm sorry. I
It's
apologize.
okay.
This is 1 and that was 5.
This is 1.
Are we back to personal record keeping?
As long as you're not
And this
doing it
is
while you're
finding
driving,
the
you're
perimeter.
fine.
Oh, no, no, I'm
And
actually
now-
looking.
now-
Oh, it's 19 and then 4.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 times.
Yeah, so now we have rectangular.
Well, it's
so
got to be.
the length,
It's
2
2 times
the
4 or
width.
2 times 19. Either way.
Right, so, but I mean, it's
You got
it's
2
showing
spots.
length and width, so it's
wait,
19.
Oh, I see. It wants.
So it's 19
Can we
for
go
the
backwards?
length.
Well, we can't.
You might try redo
I see it. We.
the back,
all right.
the clear.
All right.
Yep.
1
9.
9 times 4. Oh, we got another happy worm. I see. So find the perimeter.
Now, on a side note, Hal, do you swallow the worm or do you?
Well, that comes after.
No, you
that's-
put the worm in the
we're
bottle
not-
because it gives it the better flavor.
Well, when you're done drinking the liquid.
Well,
Well, when you're
you
drinking the
gotta-
liquid that has the
Times
worm in
3.
it, that's for
You
the
already
safe
got it
harbor.
wrong.
And
Oh.
29.
You put
Where'd I
29.
get, where'd I get this 29?
Remember, this is a family
No, what
show.
the hell,
Okay.
Well,
Let's
sometimes.
do something else. Enter the correct answer. Oh, it doesn't. It won't let you cheat. It won't let
You
you.
really
Apple.
be a dummy not to understand this.
Well,
rabbit
you know,
popped
go
out
back
of
to
the
when
hat.
you were in kindergarten.
Sure, excuse me.
Well, guys, this is very difficult, but I think we could probably move
rabbit.
on to something better. If someone's got something better.
Wait, could you do the highest level? Could we try that one?
That was the one we started out with, 5. But
No, the highest level was 23 or something.
Yeah,
25.
25.
25.
Was it 25?
Yeah, so start that over.
Oh, okay.
Let's try.
So
see
was,
what
I
it
thought it
gives
was
you at the
5.
highest level.
I thought it was 5.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, 25. Oh, geez, yeah, let's go with that. 25. Okay. All right. Well, oh, let's see, this will be John.
John, don't put me in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I'm not putting my name in there.
Ah, we got three-dimensional
All right.
objects.
Oh boy.
Here you go.
Entered the correct
Okay.
I was told there'd be no math.
volume.
So,
equals
it's obviously not, well, length times width times height, that's gotta be it, right?
yeah, that's what I thought.
Gotta be number 1, so they don't ask you to, oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're asking what formula
Happy
to
worm,
solve.
happy
Yeah.
worm. Oh, I see, they just want the formula, they don't want the numbers, they don't want you to work out the numbers. All right, so find the formula for the volume.
Wait, isn't it?
Well, volume is side times side times side, right?
Didn't we just answer this question?
I think,
Oh, no, you're right. Volume equals sides.
Form in here.
A little.
Yeah.
You're taking down how many we get right and wrong for your grade book.
what I'm
The other
interested
one.
in is why this doesn't change. Did I not just hit enter? Side times side times side's gotta be volume again. Well, there's another happy critter,
How's that?
something.
It's an alien.
You know, this is almost as good as Zero Zap.
We keep answering the same question.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Because it's probably pseudo-randomized and it's
Ah, here we go. Now we have to hit a number 4.
pseudo-randomization.
Find the formula for the volume. This is getting a little exciting. At any moment now, we're going to. Now this is interesting. Does that not look like there'd be 2 correct answers?
I thought that this
3
whole
and
time.
4 wouldn't
Yeah,
side times
this whole
side times
game,
side.
I keep
But they're
thinking
not
it's-
giving you the side-by-side values. Follow the instructions.
Oh yeah. Gotta read the fine instructions. Yes. You're done, John. You worked 6 problems. You got getting 6 problems correct for an A score of 100%.
Okay, break out the personal record keeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle said that earlier.
Okay, there we go. Once upon a time, at the, if you remember at the church on Wellington, a guy pulled up in a van, and he said that he pulled up in the alley, and we had a window in the back next to where the speaker would sit. There was a big window, and this guy stood in the alley. He said, "Look," he said, "I've got a bunch of stuff. I've got everything ever made for the TI." He said, "I want to sell it." Walden and I happened to be standing at the window at the time. And so we said, "How much do you want?" And he said, "Well, $1 for each cartridge." We started bringing out boxes and boxes of cartridges. We started grabbing the cartridges and counting as we threw them in our shirt because we didn't have anything. And people started to crowd up behind us, and they were reaching over our shoulders. We were grabbing cartridges. And he was getting some of the scientific stuff. I was getting the kiddie stuff. Anyway, we were just counting as we were putting it in. I had a shirt on, and I had maybe 20, 30 cartridges inside my shirt. And I handed the guy money as we were going out. And he started to perspire because he was getting in the frenzy of this. And people were going, trying to climb out the window. Some people went out the front and came back into the alley. People were trying to get stuff. And the only thing I actually wanted of all the stuff he had was a light pistol. It looked like a 45 caliber pistol, but it was a light pen.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted it. And somebody else reached over my shoulder and grabbed that and just threw
Of course
money
they
at him.
did.
And there was money in the air. There was money on the ground. And when he got the van emptied, he said to his son, who was picking up money off the floor, he said, "Let's get the hell out of here." It was a kind of a sketchy neighborhood, if you remember. And anyway, they jumped in the van and they took off again. And I have no idea who it was. Never got the guy's name. Just a ton of stuff. And I mean, he had everything that you can imagine. He had the Milton Bradley things with all the cartridges. And people were going nuts buying everything they could buy. And people were pushing in from the back. There were about 40 or 50 of us in the room. And everybody was trying to get something. And then people were swapping back and forth. We were swapping cartridges back and forth, I remember. And if we had duplicates or anything, didn't matter what you had, you just got something. And anyway, I got a bunch of these cards that I, as you can probably tell, do not use on a daily basis. But it was kind of fun. It was a good time. Now, we got indoor soccer. I've got football upstairs if anybody wants to play football.
So David, would you like to show us maybe some of the games you've collected onto your Flash ROM 99, maybe? Things that you think are interesting?
Sure. How much more time do we have?
As much time as we need. I mean, they're
trying to
not going
forget
to
here.
kick us out of the house. You know?
What, the
I know that I was
librarians aren't
hoping
gonna-
that we
the
get a little.
librarians aren't going to come
Nobody
and
has,
ask us to
nobody has
leave?
reserved
Oh,
my
David
dining room
said-
table, you know.
Hey, Hal, what do we got anything concrete yet on any of the before or after stuff on the fair, or are we still?
As a matter of fact, we do. Right now, we have 7 presenters, possibly 8. And I'm scheduling them according to what I hope
Height?
will, age and interest. And those of us who are really old may not make it through the entire fair, you know.
I think
So-
John was asking about the extracurriculars, like the pre-fair dinner and the
Oh,
banquet
okay.
at those
Now,
locations.
that would
Is
be-
that-
That's going to be announced a couple of days in advance. We have a little problem in Evanston in that restaurants kind of close and open. There's one that I want to go to that is not yet open. And rumor has it that it will be open by the time of the fair, but at the moment it's not. So we've always had a problem in not being able to get people to and from the restaurants. I used to like to try and march everybody over there because we had people who would get lost. If I announce it too much in advance, people tend to either forget and then ask me at the last moment again, or they tend to go there too early and get seated in the wrong area and piss off the owners of the restaurant by the fact that they've reserved a number of seats, a number of tables for us, and people sitting in the wrong places, which they then can't use for anybody else. So I'll announce it 2 days before the event. It will be,
What time is the clothing optional event?
that one will be during the pub crawl, the infamous pub crawl.
People tend to lose.
And provided that the weather cooperates. If you remember a few years ago when we had that terrible rainstorm,
Yeah.
we lost a couple of members due to pneumonia, I think. Everybody got soaking wet. We marched in the rain. Remember that, Jim?
Oh, I remember.
Oh yeah. And a lot of people didn't want to leave the first place we went to because it was pouring rain.
Like, it's nice here. It's terrible outside.
Yeah, exactly. Let's let Wally
It's nice
buy
here,
another round.
and,
You
and
know,
there's alcohol.
yeah.
Why should we leave?
remember the 6 foot tall tubes of beer that they used to bring to the table?
Yeah, the yards or
Yeah, they
whatever.
bring them out
Yeah.
like this, and they set a couple down. And
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hal, why
Yards
should
are-
I go to the fair and wait for the after dinner? Why should I wait for that dinner?
Why should you?
Yeah, why should I do that?
Because if you don't, you are going to miss out on some incredible door prizes that has been created by our own John Benke.
Well, some of them.
Some of them. Yeah, I mean, we obviously raffle off the waitress, but
Yeah.
it depends
I think
entirely
that's
upon
negotiable.
personal taste. I mean, some people might not like, the waitress and would rather not bid on that. So, and then again, on the other hand, we may be able to come to some sort of accommodation. But I'll talk to her. At any rate, there's going to be all sorts of things that we're not going to discuss in great detail because a lot of it's supposed to be a surprise. Some of the things that you're going to find at the fair this year are things that are still works in progress. We have, John has created a bunch of banners, some of which will be available as door prizes. These things are worth the having, worth the staying at the banquet floor. If anyone has a presentation that they would like to make, as I said, we now have almost 8, well, we have 7 confirmed, potentially 8 presenters. And we're filling up the tables very, very fast. If anybody would like a table, any kind of table space, to display anything, or to bring something even for sale or for swapping, please get in contact with me. My email is hals12@hotmail.com.
It's also on the webpage.
It's on the webpage.
How much do tables cost, Hal?
They are absolutely free this year.
This year they're free.
And
Can I
you
take
used
one
to
home
charge,
with me?
you used to charge a lot of money for a table. It used to be an admission charge to get into the fair. No longer. Now the club is bearing the expense itself. And if you'd like to join the organization, the price is still $21, the same as it was in 1980.
What a bargain.
Now, however, you may get a little bit more than just access to the webpage, access to the library. You'll now get, once again, thanks to John, you will get a newsletter. You will get a box of goodies, a swag bag, as it were, swag box.
The first 25 people.
First 25 to join will get the swag box, because it's not an unlimited quantity, and John has contributed all of this.
My wife looked at the checkbook and cut me off at 25.
Yeah, and
What are you doing?
I know what that's like, to be cut off by my wife. At any rate, I'm 80. Did I mention I was 80? Yes, I did.
Next month.
Next month, yes, well, sometimes you get cut off before 80. Anyway, where was I? I don't know, I was at 79. Come to the fair. If you've never been to the fair before, this is your opportunity. There may not be another fair, who knows? I may not be there for the fair.
There is a number of hotels listed on the website.
Yep, the hotels are listed.
According to distance.
And you can also go to the City of Evanston website, and it has all of the pertinent information for all of the hotels, all of the numbers, the capacities of the hotel, the distance usually from the library, from the center of the town. We have, at the moment, a couple of hotels that no longer are available due to the fact that they are putting up, let's just call them migrants. Illegal aliens are being put up in a couple of the hotels. They will, that information is also on the City of Evanston website, ones that are no longer available. But the rest of them, and there's plenty of them, across the street is the Orrington, down the block is the Hyatt, there's a Hilton Garden Express, I think it is Hilton Garden. There are all kinds of hotels, all kinds of hotel rooms. It is not a Northwestern home football game weekend. During those weekends, we can't get any hotel rooms, and that's why we always have to schedule around the Northwestern home football games. And been doing that for many, many years now. So there'll be plenty of opportunity to get a hotel room. If you're flying in, let us know. I know some of our members are flying in. We're going to try and help them get to the fair.
Hal, a question.
Sure.
What if I'm still not doing TI stuff, but I want to come and just see if I could meet people I haven't seen in many years?
I think
Is there stuff to do besides TI stuff? Are we gonna
Oh,
have?
well, the City of Evanston, during the fair, for instance, if you come with your wife and your wife is not interested in things TI, there's all kinds of places to shop. We have boutiques, we have restaurants all over the place. I think there's 55 restaurants.
Is there anything within walking distance of the fair?
Oh, yeah, there's 55 restaurants within 3 blocks. There are stores, all kinds of stores, anything you want, and expect to pay a lot of money for it because Evanston's a very expensive town. But there's also a Target across the street, and that's fairly reasonably priced if there's something that you need from Target.
Is this downtown Evanston, Hal?
It's in downtown Evanston.
Is downtown Evanston safe during the day?
Has been for the most part. I can't think that anybody's been murdered in the last week or two. But then again,
There we just lost 10 people right there.
actually, Paolo Bogdanesi's wife wrote to me one time before they were going to come and asked me if Evanston was safe. And I assured her that it was, in fact, because overseas, what you get is all of the exciting news, the front page stuff, all the crime reports and
Right,
all.
you hear all about
that's-
a couple areas of Chicago that are always.
South
That's
side
right,
or
yeah.
west side. Or,
And areas that I used to walk through as a kid that are no longer places I would even drive through. And-
What decade was that, Hal?
Oh, well, without mentioning any names, the initials are Engel.
That's like the word
I grew up in
city.
Hyde Park and back of the yards. And, I don't drive into Chicago any more than I can. Anyway, I drive through Chicago as fast as I can go, which is about 4 miles an hour, by the way, if you're coming down the Edens going across 18th Street. Not the Edens, but the Ryan.
Is it true this is going to be held in a library and people can peruse the library if
They
the
could come, they could, those people who are actually able to read may come and look at books and read them if they can. There's, for kids, there's actually a couple of interesting places for kids to hang out. There's one called The Loft, which is up on the 3rd floor, just around from where we're having the fair, in the Falcon Room on the 3rd floor. If you haven't been to the fair in a while, by the way, we're no longer downstairs in the big community meeting room. We're upstairs in a very large room called the Falcon Room. It's
is
on
that because there's falcons flying around, Hal?
We do have 2 falcons. We have 2 peregrine falcons, and that's where the name comes from, that nest every year at the library. And they close off the steps, so you have to take the elevator up because the falcons nest right there on the ledge on the 2nd floor landing in the window, and they don't want people poking at the window or tapping on the window. You know what people are like. So they close those off for about 3 weeks when the birds are, I think it's called fledging, when they've been born and the falcons are coming back bringing them food and stuff. Squirrels and hamsters and what have you. You know, it's,
Other resampled.
yes, and
Critters.
small animals of every kind. So if you have a pet Chihuahua, do not walk your pet Chihuahua near the library during fledging season. Unless, of course, you like that sort of thing. There's going to be a lot at the fair. It's going to be an exciting time, and for those of us who hope to live through it, there will be, with any luck, another one next year. But please don't rely on that. Come this year and guarantee that they're.
Hal, is it true Dolly Parton's going to be there, Hal?
Well, pictures of Dolly Parton are guaranteed to be there. At least portions of pictures of Dolly Parton are guaranteed to be there. We have a printer, and we have that little. So,
But will they be in ASCII art?
and we may resurrect the Cynthia Becker hidden site, wherein all our more racy materials was always kept. You had to know about it. You had to ask for it by name.
The issues you mentioned with the hotels, is the Holiday Inn affected?
No, the Holiday Inn is not. The Margarita Inn is the one that I know of that's being used to house people who are these days known as unhoused. We have so many nice euphemistic terms for people who cross our borders illegally and
Who's that rude person making all that noise in the background?
I think that might be your brother. I don't know what he's doing. I hope he's not knocking things down.
No, I hope I don't break
Stacking
my
things
line.
up. Anyway, do we have another demo to do?
Well, just one more thing I want to comment. Everybody who attends the fair will be getting a lanyard, an ID, a fair ID card, a little pouch of goodies, and we're going to have contests and games in between the decorations, and little scratch-off cards. We're going to have a prize table with all kinds of prizes and awards. It's going to be a lot of fun. It really is.
And despite the fact that only the first 25 members might receive a swag box, That doesn't stop anyone from making a donation. We gratefully accept anything
Amount.
that anybody would like to give us. And in terms of filthy lucre, we'll take Krugerrands, we'll take anything that's not counterfeit.
Any donations in excess of $1,000 we'll give you 2 swag boxes.
That's yeah, and we'll also give you if you say have a Mercedes or so that you're not using anymore, we will be more than happy to. We're a 501c organization.
Oh, last thing real quick, because we didn't mention, what's the parking situation like?
Parking situation, unfortunately, is a paid parking situation. However, if you park under the library, as far as I know, they'll leave you alone and not give you a parking ticket down there. If you park in the back and don't put any money in the meter, actually, there are no meters. You have to go over and put the numbers into the pay box and all this nonsense with your license plate, et cetera.
Well, if
et
you
cetera.
do have to pay, is there plenty of parking, and approximately what does it cost?
I think it's, what does parking cost these days?
$2 now.
Is it $2 an hour? If you go from the library to the east towards the lake, parking is free on residential streets. It's free.
So the adjacent parking is $2 an hour. The one right
ones
next to the
that
library.
deliver, directly behind the library is $2 an hour, I
It used to
believe.
be $1 an hour, but I don't know if they've changed that now.
Up
Last
until-
year was $1 an hour, but I don't know.
Okay, it might be $1 an hour. It only goes until 9 o'clock at night, but you must pay up until 9 o'clock at night.
Well, downtown it's like $17 for
Yeah.
like 2 hours or some ridiculous
Yeah,
amount.
Evans is monetizing everything that they possibly can. We pay outrageous taxes, at least in this ward we do, because some other wards don't pay any taxes. And we also pay reparations to people in the Fifth Ward. for some
Last year I
reason.
went to a play downtown Chicago, which is not here. $62 to park.
You can come by public transportation. We're only 2 blocks, the fair is only 2 blocks away from both the Metro and the CTA. So you can either take the train, which is Union Pacific, if you're coming from Chicago, say, or if you're coming down from Kenosha, let us say, if you're coming in from Kenosha.
What if I'm flying in from the airport, Hal?
If you're flying in from the airport, you're about 25 miles away from the fair. However,
Do any of the hotels
there is
have
public
shuttles?
transportation that'll get you to the fair. You'll have to take the blue line in, you'll have to transfer downtown over to the red line, which connects you to the purple line. It's a straight shot. Then you get off right there at the Davis Street terminal.
What does
and
that
walk.
cost, Hal?
Let's see. For senior citizens, I pay a senior citizen rate, so I pay, I think it's $2.
So it's cheap.
Well, it's fairly inexpensive.
I want to wait. What do you take an Uber or how
But
can
you
get it?
can take an Uber. You can come right directly to the library at I believe it's 1703 Orrington Avenue, and you just say Public Library in Evanston. They'll get you there. Even Abdul the
Are there any,
Sheik
bus-
of Arabi,
any
can
pace
figure out
routes?
where-
Any pace routes or shuttle services for hotels? Do we know that any of that?
Well, there used to be a shuttle service directly to the Orrington Hotel. I don't know if that exists anymore. It used to be $6 to get from the Orrington to the library.
If we have any specific questions, could we email you or we could leave a message on the website? What do we do?
Well, you can probably email me at HALS12, all lowercase, at hotmail.com, and I'll try to respond to any questions if I know the answer.
Will you pick me up from the airport, Hal?
Well, John, you don't live at the airport, so the answer to that is no.
But he lives near the airport, so you could
True.
easily
Well,
meet
we
you
are
there.
trying to arrange for a couple of people who are coming in from the airport. If they all come in at the same time, we may be able to make some accommodation, but driving 25 miles each way probably is not something I'm gonna be able to do. So, we'll see what we can do. We'll try to get everybody to the fair and get them back to the airport after the fair, not directly after the fair, obviously, but on the Sunday, say. We've done that before for some people, and if need be, that's something that I can try and do. But For those people who are driving in, if you're coming in, all of the hotels have valet parking, and they have underground or above ground parking garages. In fact, I think the Orrington has an entire building that looks like part of downtown. It looks like all the upper floors of all of the stores on the ground level, and that's where the cars are parked in Evanston. I
Now,
don't,
if I have stuff that I want to donate, because can I bring it?
by all means, by all
Own
means.
again if you don't get rid of it.
Just make sure it's something that is going to be taken by somebody else other than that, because
And you
my
may
wife is-
not leave it in the space.
You
after.
can't leave it at the library, and I'm sure as hell not taking it home. My wife has already told me that I'm not taking anything home that I didn't take to the fair, except of course perhaps her. I'll take her home. We will be broadcast live, and people. I don't know that we'll be able to read the chat consistently. We'll try. If we have questions, we'll try to answer them online. If the presenters have the time, they will try to answer the questions. They'll definitely answer the questions from the live audience. And if someone is keeping track of the chat and the question is asked, we'll try and get that to the presenter as well in real time. If you have any other questions online, now might be a good time to ask them in chat. We happen to have that
You can
on
ask
right
in
now.
chat, or you can comment after the fact. We
You
will
can,
see
yeah, you
those
can
as
actually
well.
comment after the fact, and that will show up.
How do you pay the dues at the fair? Is that something cash only or?
Cash is good. Cash is always king. John's wife and my wife will be sitting at a table, taking care of all that, writing down your information, making absolutely certain that they can read what you've written. So if you use big block letters, that is the thing that we like the best. And then John is going to put you on the mailing list, and you'll be receiving
You get an ID card, and
the ID card, and the you'll be
first
able
25 people will get the swag box. And
swag box, and then you'll also get the monthly newsletter, right?
Yes. Can I pay in produce? I mean, I've got a chicken branch.
We prefer no live produce. If you bring in a frozen chicken,
Can I bring a truck of turnips?
Turnips are
turnips,
definitely.
well, if you can drive the truck, see, in order to pay, you're gonna have to drive the truck to the third floor. So it's gonna have to be a small truck.
David, what do we
And,
have on the display right now?
And I don't know what they've got in El Paso, Joe, but try. I know that right now El Paso has its own problems. I'm gonna get myself into trouble here, so I'm gonna stop that particular tactic.
Can we dress up in costumes like our favorite TI module?
We did that a few years ago.
We did a Halloween.
We had
It's
a
close to
Halloween-
Halloween.
We had a Halloween party. We had a Halloween party where a girl dressed up in a very tight-fitting white costume, pointed at the top with just her face picking out, and she had two great big fluffy objects on her feet. We couldn't figure
Oh,
out.
feet, huh?
We couldn't figure out what the heck that was until she told us that she was dressed as a penis, and those were her testicles down there. We thought that was kind of funny.
So everybody come out. This is a family affair.
Oh yeah, family show too. Maybe I shouldn't say
Well,
that.
that's how families are started, right?
Yeah, that's Vic and, I,
we've had a lot of fun.
Vic and I got so drunk that night. That was out in Elk Grove Village. We got so drunk that night that we actually got up and did karaoke. And they threatened to record it. Unfortunately, it wasn't recorded, so we escaped that.
Okay.
Anyway, I think we have another demo. I think we talked
Yeah,
about
one more demo. We talked enough, but
Yeah.
good. That was a lot of fun.
Does anybody know how to play this game?
So what game is this?
It's
What's
called
the title?
Computer War.
Computer War.
I saw the movie.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to play it.
You
That's
remember War
pretty
Games?
deadly.
This is War
Well,
Games,
so you
isn't it?
mash keys until it does something.
A lot of Matthew Broderick references.
Yeah,
Is anybody up for
So
some
it's an
pizza?
unlicensed war game. So
I
you
get. Well, yeah, I'm a little thirsty if I can get another
Okay,
refill.
we can certainly do that for you.
Here,
And,
no, I mean, here's some. Want to reuse my glass or? Thank you, Hal. I appreciate it.
anybody else?
After eating a whole box of donuts and all the Elmhoots wonderful, whatever those sandwiches were, what tuna salad or something? It was delicious. Really good.
I
Bang.
need something to drink. I'll follow you.
Hey, the world, you blew up the world already?
I don't.
DEFCON 4? Want to play a game? Oh, now you did it.
game
Defcon
over.
one,
That was
game
quick.
Boy, you won.
Very, very effective.
I don't like this game.
It looks cool.
It does. If I could figure out how to play it, I looked at the rules and I
It
read it.
reminds you of your 1980s paranoia and logo.
You know, that was it back then. It's funny, because kids back then, remember we had, I don't know about you, but I remember we had air raid shelters in the schools and all that stuff. And,
Well, we had so I'm a little younger,
yeah.
so we had our tornado warnings
Tornado warnings?
where we would go into the basement and huddle in the
And see, we were
basement.
convinced that the
But,
Russians,
you know,
we were going to blow each other up.
But we missed the duck and cover drills for,
No, I didn't have to do those. Those were
for the
before
end of
me.
the
but-
world.
What's this one, Dave?
Ambulance.
You're going a long way. Oh, that's kind of neat. We got to get him to the hospital.
Yeah. And I kept playing and for a long time and I kept thinking,
Where's the hospital?
all the way against
It's
right
across
against
the railroad tracks for efficiency.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see it.
Is this Berwyn?
Irwin.
I recall they're
Oh, Dave.
I was
What am I going to do with you?
and the train gets longer. I don't know, it's kind of fun.
do the other drivers get more reckless as you go too?
Yeah, and then you also have
Ooh, that was close.
Can you go against traffic flow?
yeah.
Yeah, we're about 15
get-
minutes
you-
over,
if
so
you-
play another minute, and then we can probably close out. Huh?
Sure. Anytime. Play a round or two.
Yeah, I apologize for the production values of this particular meeting. As I said, our president and equipment
Yeah, so
chairman is out of town.
Our Primo hardware isn't here today, but I found that when I pulled the camera back so that it got some of the monitor bezel in the shot, it stopped doing the
Oh, that's good.
flip and autofocus stuff.
We could do the national.
What's that?
We could do the national anthem on the way.
If you want.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my favorite part.
Okay. Well, we're gonna close this thing up. Hal would normally would do it, but he's in the other room.
Any closing comments,
Any
Hal?
closing comments, Al?
What?
But well, we'll see you next month at the fair. Are we going to have another meeting?
I think there is one on the books. Whether or not it will happen or not is another matter.
Yeah, keep your eyes out. Post it on the website. It'll be posted up front in the ticket tape. Otherwise, we'll see all you guys at the fair. Okay, let's close it out, Dave.